I've been looking for apps ever since Invoice to Go. So that was years, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Um, yes, the phone does make your life easier. So, as a carpenter, I was just using that. Then I gave up on that one. I think I've been using MyOb to do my invoicing because it's in there already. Don't have to do anything. Bank picks up the rest. So, in terms of the building, I'm looking for. I'd like all the bells and whistles at some point, but I don't even know if I've got enough time to use those at the moment. All the features. But the main thing for me is timesheets for staff, communication with my staff, setting tasks, advising them of what's going on, having a record of each job, photos of that job as we go along. That's a good thing to have for the client as well, because we give them a whole copy of photos at the end. I think client interaction was one of the biggest things. The COVID check was a definite sign sealer, basically, for me. That was it. I was in. I think that just even though I'm only really using variations and photos to clients and messages to clients, it's all in one place. And in terms of that job, I can just look through the history, So I think rather than us sending emails, which we still do anyway, and messages and that, if we can just try and keep the important stuff, yes, confirmation of this product, we are going for this type of cladding, whatever. All those sorts of things, we can have a history, and it's all in one place. I think that's important. No, mobile for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. I looked at the Procore, looked at the Buildertrend, looked at the top 10 on some website in who knows where. But I had been contacted by you guys about a year or so ago by some...
for the beta. Yeah.
For the beta version.
Yep.
I had a look at it back then, couldn't work out what was going on with it. And then I read something I went to an HIA course, and then they said, Traber's going to be launching in March. So I was waiting, because the thing I like about Traber, we're in Sydney. It's, we're not talking American language or inches or any of that sort of stuff.
Yep.
I just like the fact it's in Australia, even though I'm a Kiwi, but we're talking the same language, and I think we're on the same page. Like any app, for me, or whether it be MyOb online or any web, any web app or what, it takes you a while to learn this stuff, and you're always learning. And they bring out new features, and there's new thing, and it's what I do find helpful is, those little hint notes that come up every now and then.
Yep.
We've launched this, check this out. Get in with you. I mean, you guys, you've got a good price, for me as a small builder at the moment. If I'm going to grow, I'm looking for the app that's going to be growing alongside, Doing the variations is great. Very step by step, very easy to use. Tasks I'm finding excellent. my experience with the Traber team has been with you, and that's been pretty much it, to be honest. Excellent. When I sent that email saying, how do I get this thing to work, right? And you just rang me up and spoke to me for half an hour, and it basically filled in all the blanks for me in half an hour, and that's all I needed to go, right, that's how it worked. Because it wasn't computing before then, you know, and then the penny dropped. So, yeah, thanks for that. Yes, I would. I haven't quite got my tradies, you know, the plumbers and the sparkies onto my Traber yet. But I think once that starts happening, you're going to get a good bit of traction. Even though they've probably got their own service mates or whatever they're using.
It's happening.
You know. But yeah, I mean, it's a good idea. But yes, I would recommend Traber, unless they're already spending way too much money on something else. But yeah, I think it's a good. I mean, look, already I've used another subby carpenter and his apprentice. I've put him on it. He's checking in, checking out as well as his apprentice on my job. There's a good chance he'll probably end up using it, something similar, you know, now that he's used it. You know, it's good scheme.